Hey, it's Ashley Yarnies, and today I'm going to be eating these lightly lime flavored tortilla chips. I put my hair in buns, but they're off. I don't care. I'm in the house, so this is how my hair's just gonna look. That's just how it's gonna be until I go out and take it down, which I have to go out with my mask on, but that is what it is. That's where we're at today in these times. Um, I actually think that that's going to be a common day occurrence. Like, I think this is the new normal now. I think they eventually, like, this is what we're going to have to start doing all the time now, wearing masks in public and stuff, to stores and stuff. So, I don't know. But anyways, some of my lime chips got on my dress. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna be talking about, while I'm eating my lime chips, I couldn't find a piece of paper, so I made do with what I had. I'm not one of those stockpile freaks though. I didn't go and buy a lot of napkin paper, so I'm just using what I got. Some used napkin paper. It was already used, so whatever. Anyways, yeah. So one of the questions from the Girls Ask Guys, someone asked, girls, what do you think is the best present a loved one can give you? I feel like loyalty is the best present, the best free present anyone can give you, but they act like it's so hard to give it to you. And the reason why I say loyalty is because it's free. And I know a lot of people who would have read my comment would be like, but this is not referring to just romance relationships. Yeah, I'm not just referring to romance relationships. Friendships these days, they always have like a contingency or a condition. Like, you have to be, if you're friends with me, you're doing something for me, or you're friends with me temporarily until you're not famous no more, until you're no one talks to you no more, until you're not rich no more, until you are not young no more. There's always something. So I feel like loyalty is, you're friends with me, you're my boyfriend, you're my husband, even through the rough times, even when I'm not young anymore, even when I'm not, even for family members too. You are going to see me as your family member, even when I'm not seen by everyone as cool or cute or rich or famous. So, another question, someone asked, why are women less risk takers than men? Let me drink some of my water. Let me drink some of my water and eat one of my chips. Like, on every step I take, more of my lipstick comes off on the water bottle mouth. Oh my gosh. Thirsty. Oh. Let me get a piece of my lime chips. I might just label this video mukbang since I'm eating something. I feel like mukbang should be any video where someone's eating something. That's what I feel like. That's the new definition of meat. You don't have to eat yourself into a tizzy like a hog for it to be considered a eating video. It's an eating video. Oh, and I feel like from now on, everyone, since your hands are like sponges, and no matter what, it's bacteria and stuff in the air, might as well eat with napkin or a piece of napkin instead of rip a piece of napkin off. I'm gonna eat this. Like, it's kind of salty. black stuff in their ass. Black stuff in the tortilla chip. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I don't know about it. Oh yeah. So I said, I think it has to do with how the women are raised and paired that with biology. So I feel like women in general are less risk takers than men. There's more women that's less risk takers than men because women are taught at an early age, don't do that, don't do that, don't do, you know, like you always are put in your place. Because even that happened to me when I was younger. If I was running around or something like that, my grandma, I tell you no lie, I was running around and my boobs started coming in, and my grandma was like, you can't just run around and not have a training bra. It's about time to get a training bra. I'm telling you, A cups. She was like, training bra. She told, what was I, 9 or something? My 9-year-old self. Of course, no 9-year-old is thinking about, oh, I have boobs. I gotta go and take care of it, make sure they don't jostle about and bring too much, yeah, and bring too much attention and be in the way. Make sure, yeah. My grandma was like, no, that's what you need to be focused on right now. So, at an early age, girls are taught to focus on things like that early and secure those things and don't be so rough with said things. That's what girls are taught. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat the truth for you. That's just the truth. Anyways, so then biologically, even if you are a pregnant woman or you become pregnant, it's not like you could go and be like, let me do a 5K race, 5K mile race. Let me do that. Let me do 24 or 48 hours, no food, nothing to drink. You know, let me do a wilderness challenge like that while I'm pregnant. I'm sure that'll go over well in society. So yeah, that all of those things apply to why most women are less risk takers. Um, then someone else asked, what is the main thing women are insecure about? And because again, back to what I was saying earlier about how women were checked earlier on their behavior in their life by people in society, people when they were growing up, people around them, whether it be family members, strangers that were just teachers or something, babysitters. Trust me, I've had all of them tell me something. Oh, cross your legs. Don't look at adults in their mouth when they're talking. Okay? Okay? So, anyways, I think not being seen as successful in society by peers and or relatives is what women are most insecure about because, again, when they were younger, society and the people around them made it such a big deal. They brought so much attention to it that, you know, like if somebody keeps correcting you on something, it starts to make you second guess if you're doing something right in that category. Like if someone's like, oh my gosh, why are you cooking like that? Oh my gosh, every time you cook you burn something. Oh my gosh, every time you flip the every time you have to open a can you'll break something. You're gonna always have hiccups with cooking. If someone says, oh my gosh, you're a failure, you never run fast, you're gonna always have hiccups and always second guess when you're running. So yeah. Anyways, someone else asked me, but I have to look for that one. But I'll put the link up to it below in the description box. Someone else asked me, what have you been watching? So in this time that I have not been on YouTube recording and all that stuff, I've been watching Netflix. I've been watching Hemlock Grove and what other show? I mean, I finished off my anime shows that I was watching, like Doro and Pet. But yeah, that's for those two other videos. I have to review those. That's two other videos. But yeah, I was watching Hemlock Grove and what's the other one named? Let me eat a chip while I think better. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. These chips taste better with a dip. They dry. Yeah, it's so dry. Let me just not even finish that song so I don't get copyright strike. Anyways, um, Hemlock Grove. Oh yeah, and Aries, or they say it because they're a Dutch show, so they say Addis. They say Addis. I thought that was so funny that they say Addis. And honestly, I actually Dutch should be my second language because my dad's that's his first language, but he never taught me, so just only have one language I know, which is English. So that would have been cool if I also knew Dutch because I could have just like at any moment just flip the switch, and started speaking in Dutch. But I don't know a lot of Dutch words. Like I know who and stuff, but I don't know a lot. And then my dad's like, well, now you should learn it. I'm like, I'm an adult now, and I just kind of don't feel like it. I just kind of don't. I don't have to. And if I don't have to, I don't. I don't see why I should. I don't feel like it. But anyways, so yeah, Alice and Hemlock Grove. I was watching before, but I think I finished it. Some other Netflix show. Or was it a movie? Anyways, I've been on Netflix a lot. Some stuff I've watched already, rewatching that, and then some stuff that I haven't watched, like Hemlock Grove. I really I don't understand why. Maybe it's only in America, but how come that show hasn't been hyped up as much as Stranger Things and stuff? Because that Hemlock Grove is a good show. Oh yeah, I was watching Blood Ride. I don't like all of the episodes in Blood Ride. There was some, and on the American version of Netflix, because they have different ones for different countries, they dubbed it. They have the subtitles and they dubbed it. And as you expect with any dub, like yes, this is not just to Asian shows, it's also with dubs of other languages, even if they're other European languages. It's awkward when Americans dub over it. It's always awkward, like they're too cheery for a situation. Like, okay, since Blood Ride is a French show, so the old lady, there was a couple. They just moved to a town, and this old couple came up and said hi to them. They were petting their cats and stuff, and then the wife of the new couple that moved to town was like, well, that's so odd that they're doing that, right? So, it was just very weird. The dub was so weird. Like when the old lady was like, "Oh, basically like in a more calmer voice, you could tell by the expressions on her face that she was like, "Oh, I hope you enjoyed the town. It's nice to meet you." And then even when she was with her other old lady friend and she was telling them about what's happening, the secret of the town, then they were just too chirpy delivering that message. Oh, you didn't know? See, while her face was like, you were gonna find out anyway. The secret of the child. But oh, I wanted to tell. That was the dub. Like, this is why everyone in the anime community, a lot of people in the anime community say dubs suck, because dubs are not realistic on tone to what they're saying. Like, oh my gosh, like they're too chirpy. It would have been nice if they had someone that also like how Adace has, the Dutch show has people that also speak, like they're bilingual, so they also speak Dutch, so they know the tone in which the words were said, so they're not overusing cheeriness to say a sentence that was said in like a more solemn or stern way. It's like if okay, let's say like in the NA show they had a funeral, but if they had just Americans to dub it, it would be like, oh, your son died. You know, like that's horrible. Why would you be so chirpy about a funeral? Anything being said at a funeral, but it was just like, yeah, I was skipping a lot through Blood Rat because them dubs. Okay, just grating, so grating. But anyways, so yeah, in Hemlock Grove and what was the other one I said? Well, anyways, the other one I said, oh yeah, Adace. Okay, Adace, again, I don't know if I'm just biased because my dad speaks Dutch. That's his first language, so I don't know. But Adace has less nudity and stuff, and promiscuous situations than Hemlock Grove. I feel like with Hemlock Grove, it's such a good story. It just really didn't need all of that nudity and promiscuous situations. Like, even if, you know, the character has to be nude because, oh, he's a werewolf, we don't have to see all of that, okay? Or it's like, even if the female, you know, she ends up nude, I don't need to always see all of that. I really don't need to. Like, we get the gist if you show their legs and then you, like, jump to their, you know, the here and up. Like, this part of their chest and up, you know? Like, basically, shoulder shot up. I don't know. It was just, it's like risky business. Very risque. I mean, I guess it could double as like a French show. I don't know, because that's what someone would assume a French show would be. I don't know, because in America, they're like, if it's lewd, is it French? Like, excuse my French, you know? But anyways, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, someone else asked, ladies, how do you react when another female intimidates you? What are signs another female is intimidated by you? I get annoyed if when another woman tries to intimidate me, because I've gone through a lot of forms of violence towards me when I was younger, or shall I say, like, stern disciplinary actions towards me by adults, like my family members and stuff. So I just, like, it doesn't land like how everyone who assumes that every female they meet, just because you're a female, has a honky-dory sweet existence from when they're like a kid and stuff. Like, no. Even when I wear a dress, that doesn't say that I didn't get the spit slapped out my mouth because I slipped and cursed around my mom, because yeah, that happened. Or I didn't get, like, hit by my grandma for, you know, saying something that she didn't agree with or something like that. Like I've gotten hit. Okay, so I just I don't take kindly to someone coming at me aggressively for no reason. Like, especially when it's dumb stuff like, oh, because the guy I like likes you more. Like, did you ever check in with me to see if I even like him or I even noticed him or something? Like the other girls, you have to calm that down, okay? That's what I was saying in another video. That they always say, oh, we have this girl power, we're all together stuff, but at the end of the day, they don't really be together. They be like their main enemies in the group, and always just want to be the one that's favored. Like always going at other females' throat just to be the favored female that everyone looks up to and gets all the wealth and gets all the fame. Like that is what I'm not saying all the women, because that doesn't include me. I'm saying a lot of women are like that. Anyways, so I said I literally have to calm myself down because I don't want to black out and then forget what happened and then things go wrong. You know, like when I find out, someone gives me the briefing of what happened after I blacked out because someone wanted to get upset with me because some guy that we know likes me but not them. That's just dumb. Anyways, we should all be careful when confronting others on frivolous matters based on jealousy, because we don't know the demons people fight inside or at home. Signs of intimidation by other females, in my opinion, include jealousy, snide remarks, or defamation. Not saying that I or anyone who is being publicly attacked for their character is famous, but saying that the other party is trying to ruin my average or unknown appeal in society by nearby people or from nearby people in the circle to make me infamous in their eyes or something like that. But yeah, that was all. You know what I hate? Lately when people make mukbangs and they're talking about different like topics and stuff, I don't know if they just don't want to feel like they're fat or something, like, or they're like being greedy. Well, they don't finish their food. Like, I'm gonna finish my chips. Okay. This is how much I have. I'm gonna finish my chips on camera. Some people are funny during this lockdown. They're saying some people are not. I'm just not even gonna say who, but some people are saying that because they're on lockdown, they're on their 7th day of not bathing or something like that. And I'm just like, I mean, you're in your house, so, but am I doing it? No. Can't really tell people what to do in their house with their own body, but I mean, bragging about it is so weird. Like, also was watching the Mindy Project on Hulu again because I really like that show. It always makes me laugh. And I'm so happy that Mindy ended up with the guy she should have always been with at the end of the show. I really like